Okay, so this is going to be the start of a series of tutorials that's going to be covering the low poly to high poly workflow. So what we're assuming that you've got at this point is the low poly that you've built. This type of workflow is better suited to hard surface type shapes where it's actually easier to kind of create the low poly and then build the high poly sort of from that information. And so it's assuming that you've already got your low poly built and you've also got your UVs all done up, and then we're going to take it from there. So the first and most basic thing to do would be to, first of all, well, let's actually name this correctly and call it the thing. This is going to be my low, and then duplicating this and naming this correctly. And again, I am doing the underscore lowercase LOW underscore lowercase h IGH, and that's because it's a Substance Painter default. So no point in adding an extra step of either going in there and changing those defaults to a capital H or whatever it is you're kind of comfortable with, unless you feel like doing that every single time that you open up Substance Painter, which is kind of a pain in the ears. So I just kind of go with these names and away I go. So in these videos, we're going to be taking a look at just some different methods of how you would get the detail that you're looking for onto your textures in Substance Painter. So we'll be looking at the first method would be to actually create the high-res detail in your model through either modeling on this particular object, adding other objects and details to it, or even taking this model into, well, doing your sculpting here in Blender, or my preference to just drop it into ZBrush to kind of add elements there. The second thing we'll be looking at is how to just take and add those types of details into Substance Painter itself using height information or normal maps or that kind of thing, and how you would set up the anchor points in Substance Painter so all of your details, all of your generators and whatnot will be paying attention to this added detail, and putting dirt in around those edges or chipping off the high points in your new detail to make it look like it's a part of your actual object. So that's just the general overview of what we're going to do. So all right, I'm going to shut this one down and get at it.